I'm on one. My big box.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York.
A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up
with the Washington football team.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 22, Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Chase Young
able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Watch right, you got right.
Half 85. Another try after the first down sack. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On play action, Allen.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Desmond Trufant.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 22, Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Allen. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And the play fake, and now Heineke. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Allen off the play fake. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Heineke. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They run here with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 9-yard line.
Second down and goal. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing now is Allen. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to under pressure. They got him again. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll run with Gibson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On first down, Allen dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Heineke. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
All day, every day. Mike, 49. I got it. Mike, 49.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. First throw now for the backup Allen, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. From midfield, here's Allen.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Gibson again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw there complete to Ruggs.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there with.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Daron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Buying time to his left. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. He's at the 50. 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. He'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big gain there for the Bills. Steps away to his left. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Under 10.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Singletary able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Allen now looks to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. Operating from the red zone now. Allen being chased out left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Bass, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating. and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 17-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, a run with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On play action, Allen. This is brought in by Gibson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Then he finds Beasley, complete. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain there for the Bills. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. After the sack on first down, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called